Hello. I would like to welcome everyone to the St. Stephen High School Athletic Award Ceremony for 2019-2020. It is hard to believe that it is this time of year already. St. Stephen High School was able to field 12 athletic teams this year before our season was cut short. For a small rural school, this is an outstanding accomplishment. We had over 35 coaches step up and volunteer countless hours and provide high-quality instruction and opportunities for our athletes. I would like to thank these coaches for giving their time, expertise so freely to our youth. Without you, tonight would not have been possible. Student athletes, I would like to thank you as well. Not only did you compete with the best of the best in our province, or even on a national scale, your sportsmanship, respect of opponents, referees, and coaches is exemplary. Parents and guardians, a huge thank you to you as well. You have raised fine young adults. The hours you have spent packing lunches, washing uniforms, fundraising, rearranging schedules, and dropping off and picking up kids did not go unnoticed. Without your unwavering support, these student athletes, coaches, and teams would not have excelled. Thank you for trusting us with your most precious asset. They are truly a pleasure to coach and mentor. Custodians, we would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the endless hours you have put in and your patience with us rearranging schedules and gyms. You have made our buildings spotless, our playing surfaces clean, and without you, none of this would have been possible. Thank you. Last but not least, a thank you to Pat Zwicker and Dave Taylor as our athletic directors. Countless hours are devoted to scheduling games, tournaments, practices, and ensuring facilities are maintained. Without you, this year would not have been possible. At this time, we will begin with the presentation of our awards. I hope you enjoy the presentations. I am Adam Harris.
I am Allie Wycott. We will be your MCs for this ceremony. Please welcome Rebecca Doherty for the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The first team that we will recognize will be our newest addition to Spartan Athletics, St. Stephen High School Varsity Swimming. The swim team made great improvements in their initial year, and several swimmers recorded personal best. Award winners for this year are top female swimmer, Austin Renault. Varsity Boys Swimming 2019-2020 All-Out Award, Ian Haley. Coaches Award, Skylar Russler. Varsity Swimming 2019-2020 Top Male Swimmer, Aiden Brooking.
From the pool to the turf, Spartans surprised everyone this year with strong performances from both the male and female Spartan soccer teams. The varsity boys soccer team was dominant this season, facing many strong opponents throughout the season. The team bonded and brought an exciting, fast-paced game every match. This season's award winners are Rookie of the Year, Jermaine Ibera. Coaches Award, Kyle Thompson. Coaches Award, Ryan Johnson. Most Valuable Player, Rylan Cloney. Most Valuable Player, Nasser Oliveira Sele.
The varsity girls soccer team surprised many opponents this season, with having a young team. Several key players stepped up to lead this young group of ladies to some very exciting matches. Award winners for the Spartans this year: Coaches Award, Delaney Taylor; Defensive Player of the Year, Grace Hayes; Most Improved Player, Callie Calder; Offensive Player of the Year, Olivia Amos; and Most Valuable Player, Nelica Atkinson.
One of our most popular sports, varsity softball, did not disappoint this year. The girls battled hard and had some great games on the diamond. With some of the largest numbers out, the future of varsity softball looks very promising. This year, the coaches would like to recognize the following athletes: Coaches Award, Julia Scullion; Coaches Award, Gracie Shaw; Coaches Award, Eve Pohl.
JV boys basketball saw some great young talent hit the floor and the return of some players who had been away from the game. A huge thank you to Coach Andrew Atkinson, who stepped up to ensure the program ran this season. Congratulations to the following award winners: Most Improved Player, Ryan Scott; Hustle Award, Ryan Barter; Most Valuable Player Award, Kieran Richards.
The varsity boys basketball team was young and had some learning curves, but were one of the most exciting teams to watch this season. Speed was the name of the game for these young men and brought exciting action every night. By the end of the season, this team was a force to be reckoned with, and next season looks very promising for them. Award winners for this season were Defensive Player of the Year, Parker Johnston; Offensive Player of the Year, Brody Richardson; Coaches Award, Roddy Justison; Most Improved, Carlos Gomez.
Staying with court action, the JV girls basketball team impressed many this season and saw the girls grow and develop over the course of the season. With lots of hard work and effort, our girls became an extremely tough opponent to compete against. A special thanks to Sydney Nordstrom, who stepped up and coached these girls this season. The award winners for the JV girls basketball team are as follows: Defensive Player of the Year, Jamie Stewart; Coaches Award, Haven Richardson; and Rookie of the Year, Katie Wilson.
Varsity girls basketball saw a very strong team take the court this season. The girls had some exciting games and entertained fans every night. The girls had some of the largest crowds out, and we were not disappointed by the action on the court. This year, award winners for the varsity Lady Spartans are Defensive Player of the Year, Nelica Atkinson; Offensive Player of the Year, Delaney Taylor; Unsung Hero Award, Jackie Federico; Most Improved, Riley McCurdy. Varsity boys hockey had a rebuild season, but did provide many highlights for this season, making national television for a great display of sportsmanship, but most importantly, seeing a group of young men come together and work hard no matter the end result of the games. The coaches would like to recognize the following athletes: Rookie of the Year, Josh McCallum; Coaches Award, Taylor LeBlanc; Coaches Award, Davin Cloney; Hard Hat Award, Ian Haley; Most Valuable Player, Dylan Day; and Coaches Award for Dedication, Nicholas McCallum.
Varsity girls hockey saw a very successful team hit the ice, all 13 of them. The girls may have had small numbers, but were mighty in heart. They battled every game and had a very successful season before being cut short. Award winners for the Lady Spartans are Offensive Player of the Year, Avery Amos; Defensive Player of the Year, Grace Hayes; and Most Valuable Player, Olivia Amos.
Varsity wrestling continued its dominance on the mat this season. Despite having small numbers, Coach Jody Weeks was able to bring home several medals in the limited competitions they were able to attend. We would like to thank Coach Weeks for his dedication to the Spartan program. This year's award winners are, for boys wrestling, Most Improved, JJ Fry Sears; Outstanding Wrestler, Ryan Weeks; For girls wrestling, outstanding wrestler, Brooklyn Seeley.
The St. Stephen High School football team had another successful season this year. The boys had many hard-fought games and once again provided lots of excitement to the fans. The coaches would like to recognize the following players for their excellence this season. Offensive MVP, Ethan Billowitz. Defensive MVP, Austin Young. And most valuable player, Dylan Day. Unfortunately, we saw many of our seasons cut short and several athletes miss their final season as seniors. As a school, we wanted to recognize these student athletes. The following are seniors who have contributed to Spartan athletics.
In recognition of 2 years' contributions to varsity girls volleyball, Olivia Amos.
In recognition of 2 years of contribution to varsity boys volleyball, Parker Johnston. In recognition of 2 years of contributions to varsity boys volleyball, Roddy Justison.
In recognition of 2 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Kelsey Cox. In recognition of 2 years of contribution to the varsity girls rugby, Chloe Gullison. In recognition of 2 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Kyla Hasty. In recognition of 2 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Chloe St. Marie McIntyre. In recognition of 3 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Nellika Atkinson. In recognition of 3 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Kieran Hasty. In recognition of 4 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Paige Bigger. In recognition of 4 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Jody Fairweather. In recognition of 4 years of contributions to varsity girls rugby, Naomi Scott.
In recognition of 3 years of contributions to varsity boys rugby, Nick McCallum. In recognition of 4 years of contribution to varsity boys rugby, Ethan Billowitz. In recognition of 4 years of contributions to varsity boys rugby, Braden Lord. At this time, we would like to recognize our major award winners. The first is a new award to St. Stephen High School and will be presented by Ms. Allie Waycott.
It is my pleasure to present this memorial scholarship on behalf of Zachary Gaddis Hardy. This scholarship is awarded in memory of Zachary Gaddis Hardy, a student, teammate, friend, and son who wore his heart on his sleeve and played every play as if it were his last. Zach embodied the spirit of perseverance and always looked to grow and improve, regardless of the outcome of a situation. As such, this scholarship is awarded to a member of the Spartans football team who best exemplifies these qualities. Congratulations to Nicholas McCallum. The next prestigious award we are awarding today will be the Nick Desley Memorial Award. The award will be presented by Mr. David Taylor.
I have the honor on behalf of Andrea and Alex Desley to present the Nicholas Desley Memorial Scholarship. This award is presented to the graduate who has demonstrated significant enthusiasm and dedication to their academics and athletics. The scholarship is presented to a graduate who embodies true Spartan spirit. This year's recipient is not only dedicated to his athletics, but also to his schoolwork. This graduate truly understands that a combination of academics and athletics equals success. On the basketball court, he was invaluable. His ability to block shots and disrupt the other team's offense led him to being named Defensive Player of the Year. Though we were not able to see him on the volleyball court this year, I am confident that he would have been the same dominant player that we enjoyed watching over these past 3 years. This co-captain had the ability to play at power, offside, or mid, and would excel in any role that the coach asked of him. Words used by his coaches to describe him include coachable, determined, dedicated, team player, competitor. You could see this on the court and in the classroom. The plaque for this award is made in loving memory of Nick by his father-in-law, and it is my great pleasure to present this year's recipient, Parker Johnson.
The Tom Egan Award will now be presented. We would like to thank the Egan family for their continued support. This award will be presented by Mr. Adam Harris.
I'm reading this on behalf of Jim Maxwell, who could not be with us here today. It is my pleasure to have been asked once again to present the Tom Egan Sports Scholarship on behalf of the Egan family. I would like to thank Tom's sister Trudy and brother Paul, who live in Toronto, for their continued support of this $2,000 scholarship. Tom graduated from St. Stephen High School in 1967, where he played all sports and played them well. Baseball was the sport he loved best. That summer, Tom and I played on the same baseball team together for the first time, the St. Stephen St. Croix, and we won the Border League playoffs that year. In 1969, at the age of 19, Tom first played with the team I was player/coach of, the Milltown Legionnaires. We won the MB Senior Baseball Championship, and Tom was my first baseman, and he played a large role on the team's success. I can't believe it has been 50 years since that summer. I can still see his picture-perfect swing and those long home runs he used to hit. Tom was a player and a truly all-star. We certainly had many great times on and off the baseball diamond. After Tom graduated from university with a law degree and was married, he and Crystal moved to St. John's, Newfoundland, where he practiced law and became the most senior crown to the Special Prosecutions Branch of the Newfoundland Department of Justice and continued to play ball and coach. Tom passed away in 1995, less than 2 months before his 46th birthday, after a long, courageous battle with cancer. Tom was a respected lawyer, gifted athlete, and caring coach, loyal friend, loving son, brother, husband, and father to 2 children, Jonathan and Jennifer. The mandate of this scholarship is to be awarded to the graduating student or students going off to university who has shown dedication, determination, and courage in pursuit of sports. I'm very happy to be here to represent the Egan family in this scholarship presentation. It is my privilege and honor to present this award to this student. I have had the opportunity to watch this young lady grow and develop into the kind, compassionate, and caring person she has become. Always the first to step up when needed, but never needing the limelight. Her quiet personality off the playing surface does not reflect the athlete she is when she puts on the Spartan uniform. This young lady bleeds green and white. A talented and deadly striker on the soccer field and a workhorse on the ice. This young lady exemplifies what we want our student athletes to be. She is a role model for her peers and the youth in the community. No matter the challenges she has faced in her young life, she has overcome them and represented our school with pride and respect. She has never let that be a crutch or an excuse. She stoically carries on no matter the issues she is dealing with. This young lady is a gifted athlete who does not let it go to her head. She is modest, she is kind, and most importantly, she respects all those around her. Olivia Amos filled every requirement for this award. Congratulations, Olivia, on this well-deserved award. The final 2 awards to be presented tonight will be our Athlete of the Year. To all of those nominated, congratulations on this recognition. These awards will be presented by Mr. Patrick Zwicker and Mr. Dave Taylor.
It is my pleasure to present this year's Female Athlete of the Year. This year's nominations include Grace Hayes, Nellika Atkinson, Olivia Amos, and Delaney Taylor. This year's recipient has been a major contributor to 4 varsity sports in the last 3 years while maintaining a high honors average with a very challenging schedule. She has been a great competitor, never backing down from a challenge and doing whatever it takes to come out on top. She is truly one of the most dedicated athletes in our school. In soccer, she was one of the toughest competitors on the field, never backing down from a challenge. She excelled at center midfield, challenging for balls, and always doing a great job marking the opponent's top strikers. Her willingness to sacrifice her body for the good of the team makes her invaluable. She loved the contact, taking pride in knocking an opponent off the ball. She respected and listened to what the coaches had to say, whether it was good or bad. She never complained and did what was asked of her. She was always trying to improve her game, giving her best, no matter the score, no matter the situation. In basketball, this 3-year varsity player competed every night. She established herself as one of the best on-the-ball defenders I have ever coached. She takes pride in making it a long night for the opposition's top player. She has been a 2-year starter and a key player in her team's success. She is a solid ball handler that works well under pressure, having the knack of stepping up and providing whatever the team needs that game, whether it is rebounds, steals, or knocking down deep threes. She has been an excellent teammate, always putting the team first. In grade 11, she played both volleyball and rugby. In her senior year, she made the decision to focus on rugby. Though the season did not happen, she left a lasting impression from grade 11. This young lady always brought a positive attitude and exceptional effort from the very first practice. Building on her Rookie of the Year performance in grade 10, she used her great hands, natural athleticism, and core strength to make her an obvious choice for the team's top back. Her soccer skills were put to use on the rugby field as she filled the role as team's kicker. Her accuracy and ability to kick from distance made her one of the most versatile and valuable players on the field. I read once that an athlete should demonstrate character, sportsmanship, and integrity, as well as outstanding ability. I feel she displays all of these characteristics. She has been such a big part of sport and athletics these past 4 years. She has played 4 different varsity sports, starting in 3 of them. Her ability to make others around her better is a special gift that she brings to the sports arena every day. Her work ethic and coachability are second to none. She will be missed as an athlete and a role model here at St. Stephen High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Female Athlete of the Year is Nellika Atkinson.
Good day. Today is my pleasure to announce the Male Athlete of the Year, year 2020. This year's nominees are Rylan Cloney, Dylan Day, Parker Johnston, and Nick McCallum. This well-rounded grade 12 student athlete was a member of 2 varsity teams this year and maintained a high academic standard. He has been a student leader in our building for the past 4 years and is well respected by his classmates and teachers for his positive presence and attitude. As a member of the boys hockey team, this senior was described by the coaching staff as the ultimate teammate. Dylan Day was willing to do anything that Coach McCallum asked him to do in order to help his team succeed. From putting on goalie pads to playing through sickness and injury, Dylan's leadership and sacrifice helped a young, inexperienced team through a challenging season. Dylan was the team's point leader and most valuable player. On the football field, this team veteran played a huge role on offense, defense, and special teams. Coach Grant describes Day as, and I quote, "Dylan was a defensive force and was a threat to score every time he had the ball in his hands." Dylan was a key contributor to the Spartans' championship run a year ago and a solid leader on this year's team. In 2019, Dylan was a league All-Star, Spartan MVP, and was the recipient of the Bill Glendenning Award for Academics and Sportsmanship as determined by the New Brunswick High School Football League. Dylan has also contributed to the Spartan community in other positive ways. In grade 11, Dylan was involved with the We Group and Best Buddies program. In his grade 12 year, he moved on to the leadership group and grad class executive. I've always known Dylan Day to be an upbeat, social, polite, and respectful young adult. His competitive nature, love of the game, and level of sportsmanship have made him a Spartan to respect and admire. This year's Male Athlete of the Year award goes to Dylan Day.
This now concludes our awards ceremony for this evening. Congratulations to all of our award winners.